He filed a formal complaint to destroy her career. But this professor had been building a case for months. What she revealed at that hearing didn't just save her job. It exposed the biggest cheating scandal in university history. Dr. Catherine Morrison had dedicated 15 years to Westbrook University. She taught advanced research methods, the course every graduate student dreaded. Her standards were legendary. Her failure rate was 32%. And Marcus Webb had just become her newest statistic. But Marcus wasn't like other failing students. He came from money. His father donated $200,000 to the business school last year. When Marcus received his failing grade, he didn't accept it. He didn't appeal through normal channels. Instead, he walked directly into the dean's office and demanded Dr. Morrison be investigated for discriminatory grading practices. The accusation was specific. Calculated. He claimed she targeted athletes and legacy students. And here's what made this accusation dangerous. The dean believed him. Within 48 hours, Dr. Morrison received a formal notice. Her tenure review was suspended. Her classes were under investigation. And Marcus Webb was smiling in the hallway. But here's what Marcus didn't know. Dr. Morrison had been watching him since week 3. It started with his first major paper. The writing was exceptional. Graduate level. Maybe even publishable. The problem was, she'd taught Marcus for 6 weeks. She'd seen his discussion posts, his in-class responses, his email grammar. And this paper didn't match. Not even close. She ran it through standard plagiarism software. Nothing flagged. The work appeared original. But something felt wrong. So she did something she'd never done before. She called a colleague at another university who specialized in forensic linguistics. His name was Dr. Paul Hendricks. And what he found changed everything. The paper showed signs of professional ghostwriting. Sentence structure patterns that didn't match Marcus's baseline writing. Vocabulary complexity that jumped 4 grade levels overnight. If this is interesting so far, hit that like button because what comes next will shock you. But Dr. Morrison needed proof. And she was about to find it. Now let me put this in perspective. Dr. Morrison couldn't just accuse a major donor's son of cheating without bulletproof evidence. She'd seen what happened to professors who made accusations they couldn't prove. Their careers ended quietly. Their names forgotten. So for the next 2 months, she became an investigator. She documented everything. Every paper Marcus submitted showed the same pattern. Brilliant work that didn't match his verbal abilities. But she needed the smoking gun. And it arrived on a Tuesday afternoon in the most unexpected way. A student named Jessica Chen knocked on her office door. Jessica was a teaching assistant in another department. She looked terrified. What she said next made Dr. Morrison's blood run cold. "Professor, I need to show you something. But if anyone finds out I came here, I'll be expelled." Jessica had discovered something while grading papers. Multiple students across 3 departments were submitting nearly identical work. Different words, but same structure. Same arguments. Same obscure sources cited in the same order. This wasn't individual cheating. This was a network. What Jessica had uncovered was an essay mill operating inside the university itself. And here's the terrifying part. Students weren't buying papers from some overseas website. They were buying them from a fellow student. Someone who understood the professors, knew the grading rubrics, and could customize every paper to avoid detection. Jessica had been tracking purchases through a cryptocurrency payment system hidden in a gaming Discord server. 19 students so far. All paying between $300 and $800 per paper. The operation had been running for at least 2 years. But she hadn't identified who was running it. Not yet. Dr. Morrison realized something in that moment. Her suspension, Marcus's complaint, the timing of everything. It wasn't random. It was calculated. Marcus wasn't just a customer. He was protecting the operation. By getting her fired, he'd eliminate the one professor who had actually noticed. She wasn't just fighting to save her career anymore. She was fighting to expose an entire criminal enterprise. And the conspiracy went higher than she ever imagined. But wait. Everything I've told you so far is just the setup. Because what Dr. Morrison discovered next didn't just save her career. It destroyed people. Jessica worked through the night tracing cryptocurrency transactions. And at 4:17 in the morning, she found the mastermind. The essay mill wasn't run by a student. It was run by a graduate teaching assistant named Derek Holloway. Derek had access to the university's grading rubrics. He had access to professor expectations. He had access to previous year's successful papers. He had built the perfect cheating machine. But here's the twist that changed everything. Derek Holloway was Marcus Webb's roommate. The complaint against Dr. Morrison wasn't just about one failing grade. It was a preemptive strike. Marcus had seen her investigating his papers. He'd told Derek. And together, they decided to destroy her before she could destroy them. Subscribe now because you'll want to see how this ends. They thought they'd won. But Dr. Morrison was just getting started. The tenure hearing was scheduled for December 15th. Dr. Morrison had 3 weeks to prepare. But she couldn't go to the administration yet. The dean had already sided with Marcus. Any early accusation would be dismissed as retaliation. She needed to wait for the hearing itself. She needed maximum exposure. Maximum witnesses. Maximum damage. So she prepared her defense case as if she were a prosecutor. Dr. Hendricks provided official forensic linguistics analysis on 23 papers. Jessica documented the cryptocurrency trail with timestamps and transaction records. A former student came forward with screenshots of the Discord server. And then Dr. Morrison did something brilliant. She filed a public records request for all grade disputes filed against her in 15 years. Every single one. The results were stunning. In 15 years, she'd had 27 grade appeals. 26 were resolved in her favor. The 27th was withdrawn. Her grading wasn't discriminatory. It was meticulous. And now she had proof. December 15th arrived cold and gray. The hearing room held 11 people. Dean Richardson. The tenure committee. A university attorney. Marcus Webb with his father's lawyer. And Dr. Morrison. Alone. Marcus went first. His lawyer painted her as a vindictive professor targeting student-athletes. They presented her high failure rate as evidence of bias. They demanded she be terminated immediately. When they finished, they looked satisfied. Certain of victory. Then Dean Richardson turned to Dr. Morrison. What she did next silenced the room. She placed 23 manila folders on the table. One for each student in the cheating ring. She played audio of her interview with Jessica Chen. She displayed the forensic linguistics analysis showing impossible improvements in writing quality. She revealed the cryptocurrency transactions. The Discord screenshots. The connection between Marcus and Derek. For 45 minutes, she methodically dismantled their accusation while exposing their crimes. But she saved the best for last. She turned to Marcus directly. And this is where karma delivered. Mr. Webb, she said, when you filed your complaint, you mentioned I gave unfair grades to athletes. But you're not an athlete. You're a legacy admission whose father donated $200,000. So let me ask you this. She clicked to a new slide. If my grading is discriminatory against privileged students, why did Tyler Richardson, the dean's own nephew, pass my class with AB+ last semester? The room went silent. Dean Richardson's face turned crimson. He'd supported Marcus's complaint without disclosing his family connection. Without admitting his own nephew had succeeded in her class. The university attorney immediately called for a recess. But the damage was done. Every person in that room understood. This wasn't about unfair grading. This was about powerful people protecting their secrets. The aftermath was swift and devastating. Within 72 hours, the university launched a full investigation. Derek Holloway was arrested for wire fraud and expelled. His essay mill had processed over $400,000 in payments over 2 years. Marcus Webb was expelled for academic dishonesty and filing a fraudulent complaint. His father's donation was quietly returned. 22 other students faced disciplinary hearings. 14 were expelled. 8 received year-long suspensions with permanent marks on their transcripts. Dean Richardson was forced to recuse himself from the investigation after his conflict of interest was exposed. 3 months later, he quietly resigned. His replacement immediately granted Dr. Morrison tenure with a formal apology. She didn't just survive. She won. And she changed how the university handled academic integrity forever. But here's what makes this story truly remarkable. Dr. Morrison could have handled this quietly. She could have negotiated behind closed doors, protected her career without destroying theirs. Instead, she chose maximum exposure. And I asked her why in a follow-up conversation. Her answer was simple. For every student who cheated their way through my class, there were 20 who stayed up until 3 in the morning doing the work honestly. They deserve to know their degrees mean something. Those students who cheated didn't just cheat the system. They cheated their honest classmates. They devalued every legitimate grade, every late night studying, every sacrifice. Dr. Morrison didn't just fight for herself. She fought for academic integrity itself. She fought for every student who ever wondered if working hard was worth it. And in that hearing room, she proved it was. Now you might be wondering what happened to the main players. Derek Holloway pleaded guilty to wire fraud. He served 8 months in federal prison and was ordered to repay $300,000